Peace. As far as dealing with people always looking for Yacub and things of that nature, looking for the prophets, you know what I'm saying? Was Jesus alive? Was Musa alive? Did they do all these things? But all we gotta do is look at the teachings they left. You know what I'm saying? Whether they were real men, a group of men, or these fabled myths, or all my Kemetic brothers like to say everything came from Kemet. Okay, well, even if that's true, even the Bible says that Musa was trained in Kemet. So that means that any knowledge that he was bringing to the Jews, as far as pertaining to those first 5 books in the Kabbalah, had to be written by the original man because it's all from the Book of the Dead. So that means that basically Musa was bringing them 33 and 1/3 degrees of the knowledge of the original man. Because from what I've heard is that Musa studied from 40 years, right? And 40 years correlates with the years that you have to spend in the Commission mystery schools. And also talks about when Jesus also was initiated as well, but that Jesus was such a master at the Kemetic science that he graduated, I think it was said at the age of 13, which would make him knowledge understanding, all being born of culture. And as we know, it was 12 disciples, and Jesus was supposedly supposed to have been made the 13th, which made him the knowledge understanding, because he had the knowledge of the understanding. So that's made him born to culture, which was freedom, justice, and equality at that time. But they went on and perverted it, turns that into Catholicism. And then lessons tell us, knowledge cipher degree 1 to 10, Christianity 551 years old, speaking about John Wycliffe and his translation of the Bible from Hebrew into English. And from there, King James took that and did his romanticized version of it. Well, Malcolm X once said that he thinks that Shakespeare actually wrote the Bible, and that King James and Francis Bacon and all of them were the same people and something like that. But I can't show and prove that. So I like to speak on things I can't show and prove. One thing I can show and prove is that those Jews did get those 5 books from somebody. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was a group of men, like I said, or one man named Musa, you know what I'm saying? Who knows? You know, we weren't there. But I know one thing, the devil didn't come up with those books by themselves. You know, the devil ain't that goddamn smart. I'm sorry. The devil just hasn't shown me enough where it's been something that's sacred and divine that he's came up with on his own. He just hasn't shown it. He hasn't shown and proved where the mathematics that's being shown in the Kabbalah and the divine laws, just the laws and rituals of how to clean oneself up and how to live, natural laws that you would think somebody would know just by nature. The devil didn't know all this. The devil was living in caves. So that's why Musa had to bring these laws talking about bathe on a certain day. And if your woman's doing this on a certain day, don't have sex. And if somebody has leprosy, cast them to the side or something like that. All these laws and rituals were part of the tribe of Levi. Because they said that Musa was from the tribe of Levi, and these were supposedly the high priest. And his brother Aaron was supposedly trained in the high priesthood also as well. But this is dealing with the Hebrews. And see, Musa, they said that he was a half original man because he was trained in 180 degrees of the Kemetic science. You know what I'm saying? And the Hebrew science. You see, he knew both sciences as well as the other half was the tricknology of Yacub. Because Yacub, if you look at the genealogy of Yacub, him and Musa would have to be related. Because it's coming from the tribe of Israel. You know what I'm saying? And Yacub, one of the names for Yacub was Israel. So that means that the reason that Musa came and taught him something of God trick knowledge was that he had contact with Yacub's trick knowledge when he left, because he was a direct descendant. So of course he would have known at least about his descendants' works and the things that he did. So it's a possibility that he could have had the forgotten trick knowledge actually passed down to him through family lineage. You know what I'm saying? Because the original man writes history 25,000 years in advance. So that means anything that happening was already predicted to happen. And the prediction is just a statement of the future. So there's nothing spooky about that. It's powers of the mind that we don't know about because half of us can't use the power of mind to get the hell up off the couch and change the TV anymore. We're using remote controls now, right? So it's like we're so far away from being what the original man was. We talk, like I said before, original man means the first mind. And the original mind was in tune with the universe. And right now, we ain't in tune with the universe because you got the frequencies of your mind concentrated on everything else. You got your TV set on, you got the internet, the television, the internest, you know what I'm saying? The Ra-Dio, you feel me? All these different things interrupting the frequency of your brain to get on that God consciousness for you to even focus on doing something with yourself, let alone doing something with your mental powers, with your mind. Come on now. If you can't even get a job, how you going to be telepathic? You know what I'm saying? You can't even get a job and you trying to move things with your mind. You need to move your hand on that job application or move your hand to that college and try to get an education and do something with your damn self, fool. I know times is hard, but you make it harder on yourself when you spend all your time bullshitting, arguing about whether you can find Yacub or not. It's like, what are you going to do, dig up some bones and find a skeleton with a big-ass head or something? For real. You know what I'm saying? What are you going to do, find a gravesite, here lies Musa, here lies Jesus? You know what I'm saying? No, you're not going to find things like that because even if you did, the devil would have found it because the niggas is so ignorant. They gave it to the devil when they found it. The devil would have took it, hid it somewhere where you can't see it. The Vatican, they got shit in the Vatican. You know what I'm saying? You'll never see, get your eyes on. He probably there praying to black gods in the Vatican, and we don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Because we too busy arguing on Facebook, YouTube, about what these prophets real. Well, let me tell you something like this, too. We all got to admit that those stories, originally those prophets were black. So if we're agreeing that those prophets were black, then we should at least accept that there was some kind of reality to it. You know what I'm saying? Because when we hear a story about a white man, they don't have to show us no documentations or grave sites or nothing. We just accept it for face value. Where's Aristotle's grave or Socrates' grave or all these other bastards? These fucking crackers. Where's their graves? Do we go looking for their graves? You know what I'm saying? Do we look for all their heroes and all these great men? No, we take it for face value that they existed. You know what I'm saying? But whenever it comes to something that we did, a black man won't listen to another Asiatic unless white man comes with his documentation. And as soon as the white man says, oh, it's true, then you want to pat a nigga on the back. You know what I'm saying? We're like, oh, it's all good now. I guess you was right. Some of us so arrogant, we won't even admit that, though. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah. We ain't got to spend time looking for Yacub, and we know Yacub's children are running around. We know they got here, took the black germ and separate the brown germ from the black germ and the yellow germ from the brown germ, and you keep grafting that yellow germ till you get to the white, which is a mutation. Because the lighter you get, the lighter you make the yellow, the more prone it is to UV rays. And more UV rays are radiation. Radiation causes mutation. This has been shown and proven. It's an actual fact. And the devil will tell you yourself that blue eyes is a recessive gene and came about from a mutation which arose 6,000 to 10,000 years ago. Now, if you take the 6,000 year equation, we talking about Yacub's grafted devil. You know what I'm saying? Took 600 years to make him. 200-year process is a